Hey everyone, tragic, sad weekend. I remember a friend of mine, I'm not going to bother to use his name, went on a social media rant. And, I will use his name because he would say, why didn't you just say my name? He's Ted Tobelizard. And I met him through Sarah Austin at one of her parties. She's a pioneer vlogger in 2009 to introduce this kind of touch cyber business exchange tech app. Anyway, he went on a Facebook rant about how the city of Oakland was pushing out artists because of the lack of not just a truly affordable housing, but programs to allow people to afford housing. This in the wake of, since 2011, the elimination of California redevelopment programs and law, which provided cities with the ability to create affordable housing funds, in some cases at a very, very large millions and millions of dollars scale. But I digress. I thought about Ted's rant in the wake of the Oakland fire at 1303 31st Avenue that took 9 Oaklanders and a number of people, I believe 25 are still missing, and the Alameda County Coroner's Office, I read, prepared for possible passing away of 40 people. It's very sad. Very sad. It's one of the saddest incidents I can think of in my history in Oakland, and that goes back to April 8th of 1974. I think the only ones that top it, and I hate to say it like that, are, the Oakland fire, Oakland Hills fire, that basically burned out most of what we call Rock Ridge, or Upper Rock Ridge, and Broadway Terrace. And then, of course, the Loma Prieta earthquake of 1989. The Oakland Hills fire was 1991. Anyway, I was looking around and trying to find out who was where and that sort of thing. And this is what I discovered for myself. Thousands of you have seen it already, I believe. And that's the page for the event. It's called Golden Donna 100% Silk 2016 West Coast Tour. And it's hosted by John Hrabel and 12 others. John is with us. He's fortunate to be with us. And these are the other people that are the co-hosts, who are also, in some cases, among the missing. For example, Micah Danemayer is one of them, Chelsea Faith, another. There's this whole list of people. It includes some people who are still among the missing. This is very sad. The idea of the party, which was started at 9 o'clock and was to go on to 4 o'clock Saturday morning, was to present the talents of the Golden Dome, Golden Donna, Golden Donna, the electronic outlet of Madison, Wisconsin's Joel Shanahan. The project draws on genres from psych to house music, and not just Golden Donna, but Cherushi, and who's Chelsea Faith, one of the ones who's still missing. She is an electronic musician based in San Francisco and has a passion for dance music history, which is evident in her work. Then there is Nact, who is a DJ, producer, lover, and gentleman, founder of The Outpost, Wareform, and Deep East Parties. He is committed to bring excellent talent to San Francisco and Oakland and San Francisco, and excited by the tech-influenced house and garage revival happening in the UK. Russell E.L. Butler, Black Jeans, experimental artist and GA based in Oakland, and Obsidian Blade, Oakland No Rave. He says he's Pomo Post Club from Oakland Underground. And then there's Panic Rain, rooted in Denver and flowered in Oakland. And radar. Wired for interspace sonics and mind-to-mind transmissions, radar is bit like light through water as it reaches us through time and space. Live visuals provided by Visual Aids featuring Block Moonanchan's video cube. Secret East Oakland location announced day of show. And it's that secret location announced day of show that I want to talk about later. But at any rate, these are the lists of people. Chelsea Faith Dolan, Barrett Clark, Peter Wadsworth, Nicholas Walrath, Farrell Pines aka J. Fritz, Hanna Christina Jo, Ben Runnels, Jennifer Kiyomi Tanouye, I apologize for the mispronunciation, Cash Askew, Alex Ghassan, Hanna Ruax, John Bernbaum, Johan Handel, Alana Kane, Micah Danemayer, Jason McCarty, Johnny Igaz, Chase aka Nex Iguolo, Griffin Madden, Amanda Kershaw, Denaldo, Nicole, Renae aka Nicole, Siegrist, Travis Hough, and Joey Casio aka Joseph Matlock. So those are the names of the people that to right now are missing. And in terms of the place itself where this tragedy happened, it is this place, 1303 31st Avenue, this building right here. And if you want to get an idea of where it's located, I'm going to assume you know nothing about Oakland. It's not near Lake Merritt. It's really on the outskirts of the Fruitvale. It's in kind of an in-between place that I've went through many times, particularly because they have these neat, really great, inexpensive Spanish food places. But you can see some of the places, the dumping that has went on out there that some neighbors complained about. But here's the neighborhood itself. If you're wondering what that track is, right there, that's Bart, okay? And through the magic of Google Maps, I'm going to take you down here. This is Bart from Lake Merritt Station in this direction to Fruitvale over here, okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to go down and we're going to turn down what is San Leandro, which is actually East 12th Street here, but later becomes San Leandro Boulevard. East 12th leads to Lake Merritt. Downtown Oakland is in this direction, okay? And then roughly 2 blocks in, you can see where the building is right here, all right? Right there. And then in the other direction, if this allows me to continue on my path, this is, as you can see, that in the distance is where the Fruitvale Transit Village is going to come into view here as we zoom in. And the beginning of the Fruitvale BART station, which is right over here, that's, as you can see, parking lot there, you see, right there. And we keep going down, and there we have the Transit Village and BART. You can see the BA right there, okay? And so we'll go back down the street where we came from, here, there. We just keep going down the street, if it will allow us to keep going back to where we were. This is not exactly the most cooperative device at times, because you just want to click on it and go straight, but what it asks you to do is first, it's tricky. You have to go this way, here, under the tracks, all right? And then you have to turn around to find out where you're at, like so, and then go straight ahead, and then continue down East 12th back to where you were, and then turn, and there's the building, okay? So now we go in, down the block here, come on, go down the block, I don't know why it's not allowing us to go down the block, but it's not. For whatever reason, allowing us to do that. So let's just go forward just a little bit more here. And then in. Yeah, and then in. And we keep going in. There. And as you can see, the building come into relief. And here we are back to where we were. So now you have an idea of where this is. Okay, if we go down here to this building on International Boulevard, and then we look down in this direction, Lake Merritt is in this direction. Okay, right over here. All right, this is International Boulevard, right here. So this is this area, and this is where Fruitvale begins, right here. Right here. So this area is full of a number of warehouse buildings like this. I also must note that it is sadly one of the ground zero areas for child trafficking in Oakland, even though the Oakland police have done a terrific job of working to curb that problem. But this is the building. This nondescript structure is where the party occurred. And there are a lot of structures like that in Oakland, most notably in East Oakland around what we used to call the Oakland Foundry, which was in the 70s and the 60s a place where bicycles, car motors, parts, heavy industry, or I should say products related to heavy industry were made. And after the closing of the foundry, it became an artist hangout, a loft, and a number of places like it sprang up throughout East Oakland. And I say that because, if you remember the post on the Facebook page, there was going to be an after party, ostensibly at 5 in the morning, somewhere in East Oakland. My point is there are a number of places like this around that not only serve as places for artists and parties, but also for places for people to live who are just trying to make ends meet. And there are many people like that. We have an enormous and growing homeless problem in Oakland, and this tragedy sadly points a direction or light on it, even though it's not shining a bright light on it. I'm trying to draw some attention to the fact that we have this problem, and we need to think about what we had in the 80s and 90s in a cohesive artist community. Pro Arts, for example, we had the tours, but also it was a great way for artists to get money, to refurbish their facilities, to have places to live. And that's lacking today. It's piecemeal. And the result are places that are under code because they don't have enough money to keep it up code. And then, of course, we have a tragedy like this. So we've got to really focus on, in a positive way, taking this water and turning it into wine so that we can have, once again, a flourishing artist community, as opposed to this tragedy and the idea that we're not going to be able to get anything out of it that leaves a lasting, life-giving, life-affirming legacy. So, there we go.